Hey,
Hello.
welcome back to Making the Hot Tag. Brendan's here. Deirdre's here. No guest.
No. It's just the two of us today.
I know the bed seems so big.
It does.
Seems like there's all this room.
It was funny. So, Brendan's mom.
Brendan's mom. Hi, Brendan's mom.
We were talking yesterday, and she was saying that it looked like I was falling off the bed.
Oh, you weren't.
I wasn't, but...
No, we were full. The bed was overflowing.
Yep.
So,
but again, thank you, Hope, for coming on for the last two episodes.
yes, so here we are. We're drinking wine. We're very classy today. We have wine and we have chips and salsa.
Yes,
So-
and I have the blue rim.
Yes, because we match, because there's only two of us. So cheers. Cheers. What are we watching today?
So, we're changing.
Ooh, that's really good.
What type of wine is it?
I don't remember.
Because it is delicious.
It's a red blend, and I got it at Trader Joe's for super cheap.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
we're changing things up a little bit this week.
Mm-hmm.
We've done plenty of men's matches.
Mm-hmm.
We've done plenty of women's matches.
I wouldn't say plenty. We've done two.
You're right. That I'm an idiot.
That was such a misogynistic thing to say, but
yeah, I'm gonna feel sad on my drive home.
okay.
So we've done men's matches. We've done women's matches.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing we haven't done yet
is a man versus woman match.
So this one is very unique in that it's... So the promotion this is from is a promotion called Lucha Underground, which had its own television show, but it didn't. It there was this whole thing going on. It was a mess, but they were much more story based.
Okay.
Like, it was more of a TV show, and the wrestling matches were kind of connecting the storylines in a way.
All right.
However, the wrestling matches themselves were always very good.
Oh.
So what is happening here is that this is a gentleman in the ring. It's a gentleman by the name of Pentagon Dark.
Pentagon Dark.
He's a luchador.
Well, of course he is. I mean, I heard the name, and I was like, gotta be a luchador. I have no idea what a luchador is.
They're Mexican wrestlers.
Mexican wrestlers, yes.
Or wrestlers from Mexico. They're the ones who always wear the mask.
That sounded racist, even though I know it's not. It sounded...
Wrestlers from Mexico.
Okay.
I'm 0 for 2 right now.
Not politically correct, Brendan, today.
No. So, in this story, I guess like the week before or something, he got attacked by a triad of assassins.
As one does.
As one would, yeah.
Yes.
Just, going down the street.
Right.
Happens to me all the time.
I hate it when that happens.
So, what's happening here is that he is facing each member of this assassination group one at a time.
And the assassins are women?
Yes.
I love this already. I haven't seen any of it. Love it.
So it's their group is called the Black Triad, or the Black Lotus Triad.
Okay.
I cut the first match because it was quick, and otherwise it's like a 45-minute thing.
Okay. So we're seeing the second one.
Correct.
By the way, I think that Brendan's mom and my daughter and I could be a triad
and
of wrestlers.
Everyone? Yes. Oh, yeah.
I do. Okay. 3, 2, 1,
go.
Play. Oh. He looks badass.
Yeah, he's a scary-looking dude.
And okay. So I can't... It's kind of soft.
I think I turn it up a little bit.
All right, I'm going to turn it up. Because I can't miss any of the... Oh, there we go.
We have the power of subtitles.
Oh, he really is scary looking. I'm bringing the nachos closer.
That's fine. Yeah. It's
by the way, it was Brendan's idea to have nachos, and I think it's because we have Mexican wrestlers. So once again, I think he's being racist, but...
She just got in that huge bus and just drove over me.
I did. That was fun. Oh, I like him. But I like that he's so tough, and women are gonna fight him.
Yep. And so this is... I taking one of your big aspects is the venue. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit bigger than normal.
Yeah, the venue's really fancy.
But it's a television studio rather than a venue.
But I'm okay with it because of the, I don't know, the dramaticness of him. I love that there's like a sexy model doing the introduction.
Well, what I like about it is that it looks like a coliseum, so that the quote unquote warriors are fighting while everyone is up.
Oh, right.
Down.
Mm-hmm. She looks pretty badass. She's not my favorite though.
You've seen her for 4 seconds.
I don't care.
Okay.
That sounded really judgy.
It did.
All right, so if you're going to call me on that, I'm going to say she's not my favorite because her hair's in her eyes, okay? I said it out loud.
There you go.
Her hair's in her eyes. It's going to bother me the whole time.
I mean, he's wearing a mask.
I know, but it's a cool mask. And like the white stuff down below. Ooh.
Yeah, the face paint.
Mm-hmm. Whee! I'm not going to lie, I also like the ring. I like the design and the color of the...
Yeah, it's very Aztecian.
Yes, that's exactly. I was going to say Aztec. Oh, there you go.
So the assassin who I had to cut because of a quick match.
Oh!
Yes. Yeah,
that was a badass move. Look at her. She's so proud. Look at the ladies in the audience. They're all
Everyone
about
has
it.
a good time.
Uh-huh. We like watching girls beat up boys.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, the world just likes...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the show that we went to, there were 1 or 2 intergender matches.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the women... Chris Statlander won one of them.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That was a forearm, though, instead of a fist. I'm starting to say, look at everybody so psyched. Somebody should do something about her bangs, though. Because I keep thinking she's not going to be able to see, she's going to trip and fall.
Her hair's going to get in the way so much that she's going to trip over
It's
something.
really in her eyes. Somewhere her mother is very upset.
You're taking it that far?
Moms in general don't like it when girls have hair that hangs in their eyes. My mother used to say it to me all the time, and I say it to my daughter all the time.
Okay, looking at that now, that's very... Yeah, your vision's kind of just...
No, I mean, it's a safety thing. I love the sexy lady's dress, though.
The announcer?
Mm-hmm. I want to see her get in the ring. That would be awesome. If all of a sudden she came to the rescue and got in the ring in that little white dress, started kicking ass. So fun as this is, I don't believe. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know we have to suspend our disbelief, I like them to at least give us something that has the potential of being believable. He's too big and strong.
Yep. And so the first match summarized is basically Pentagon just throwing the assassin around. The assassin got a minute of offense in, but
really,
yeah. But I think the progression of him being in the ring with 3 different women is an interesting story.
I'd like to see the 3 women all kidding aside, the 3 women in the ring at the same time with him. Because I could believe that the 3, and believe me, I'm not saying that women can't beat men, of course they can. But they've got kind of a skinny mini in there, not one of the super badass women, and they've got a really muscular, strong guy.
Right.
So, much as I'd love to think that this could be happening, I don't really think it could. But 3 women like that, and him, that I would believe, and it would be fun to watch. If it was happening all at once.
I mean, would you even say 2? 2 out of the 3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even 2. Give me some wiggle room for suspending my disbelief. She's got a wicked pain face. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
When she looks like she's in pain.
So less of a El Generico flopping around.
Yes.
Reaching everywhere.
Mm-hmm. He's got the and the screaming. He's got the strings hanging from his mask like Generico too. Generic boy or whatever the hell his name is. Overacting boy. All right, so the acting coach in me
Go for it.
always tells my clients, make sure whatever you're wearing or what your hair is like or whatever doesn't distract me and make me start thinking that was kind of nasty.
Yeah.
It does hurt to get a chest shot like that.
Yes, it does.
Don't give me something that I start thinking about more than your performance. So the hair problem.
Yep.
Right? But also, the back of her halter is higher than the front of it. It's an ill-fitted halter top. So, it's like, ladies, as you know, when a bra doesn't fit you right and the back part goes up and the front part sort of goes down because it doesn't quite fit you right. That's happening with that and it's distracting me.
Okay.
Once you notice it, I promise you, that's all you're going to see. See? It goes up in the back. Do you see?
A little bit. I mean, I also have the microphone kind of in my face.
Oh.
But, I mean, I've already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I get, okay, I see it now.
It's like...
There's kind of an arc.
Yes, because it's not fitted correctly. It should be even, right? Your chest pulls down, so they have to...
Right.
Yeah. So now that's all I can see. So does she win? Don't tell me. Oh, that looks a little... Ooh. That was fun.
I mean, your question was kind of flawless timing.
Mm-hmm.
In a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, this seems like almost a no-win, right? Because she wins, and I don't believe it.
Right.
He wins, and I think, well, it's not fair.
Right. So, that you just missed the end.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So, what Pentagon's character is that he breaks shoulders. So his finishing move is not like a pile driver or a slam or not even a submission move. He just breaks their shoulders.
I see. So she's crawling off now, and we're supposed to believe he might have actually broken her shoulder.
Correct.
And now the other one's going to come in, right?
Correct.
But don't you think it's like a no-win? Because you want to say, what a bully.
Well, so for most intergender matches, that is the case.
I mean, I'd like a good intergender match, but there are definitely women that are super buff and tough looking.
Right. And
very muscular, that you could sort of buy it's more of an even match.
And it is kind of tough because...
So that feels lazy to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you could absolutely make it... It's like, not doing it almost makes it seem like, wow, it's girl and guy, what do you expect? There's no way of doing a fair match.
Right.
When that isn't really true.
No, very true. You're correct.
Well, here she comes.
Coming from behind.
Woo! Oh, that was fun. I liked that move. Wow.
Glorious showing in 10 seconds.
Okay, so both of the women are Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Is there more? Oh my god, she's super fearless. Okay, so that's a perfect example of, even though I know, oh, here comes the chair. Even though I know you have to suspend my disbelief in some of it's fake, when they are able to fling themselves through the air and flip and whatever, it's like, even if the move is calculated and they have figured out how to make him fall, she's still shown incredible athletic ability by doing that.
Yep.
And I guess I need to have that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, so with the last match, a lot of what the other assassin was doing, and I think I understand why you were saying it didn't seem that believable, was a lot more strike based and slamming and dragging them around outside of the ring, where, like you said, it's the man is stronger, so
right.
Theatrically, you have to figure out a way to make her having the advantage believable. And I think they do it a lot better here.
Yeah, so you can believe that he's stunned from her flipping and landing on him.
Right.
And that's what allows her to grab him and fling him. Whereas before, the woman was just grabbing him and flinging. Now, he's hit metal. So you can be like, okay.
Right, he's getting worn down to where it's harder for him to fight back or come back.
Right.
So I get you asked the question before. In Japan, women wrestling is taken very seriously. They're all really, really good wrestlers. She actually is in the WWE right now, and is one of the women's champions.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a considerable... I mean, the other one was fit, and she had some moves, but it's like night and day between her and her. I still think, like, having the two of them against him would have been, like... I could have really rooted for that. It would have seemed fair and, like, hell yeah, and...
The sad thing is that the first one, the one who I had to cut, she was also in the WWE for a while and was also a really good wrestler there too. And her versus Pentagon would have been very awesome. So to give them names, the one in the ring right now is Io Shirai, and the one I had to cut was Kairi Sane. For those who are WWE fans and not very familiar with everyone on the outside world.
She's also not doing that overdone face stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's in the moment, but it doesn't seem like absurdly theatrical. That's kind of fun. Boot to the head.
Boot to the head.
Boot to the head.
Boot to the head.
It's like he's I don't know, egging her on.
Yep, that's kind of what was going on.
Yeah. See, at this point, I really feel like there should have been, I don't know, a few more strikebacks from him. See, they're starting to lose me a little bit. Like, I believe that, you know. The, like, mask face that's on everything, that's part of... Ooh. Wow, that looked good. That looked really believable.
Yeah, his strikes are they just look owie.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh. That did look. But again, so even though she's a better match to him, it's funny. I feel unfeminist saying this. My apologies to my fellow feminists. But even though I've just watched her sort of beat him up, him picking her right now looks wrong.
It looks wrong how?
Like socially acceptable wrong.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, It makes him look like a big, terrible bully that he has kicked her in the stomach and has kicked her in the head repeatedly.
Yep, and that's always been one of the bigger cons of intergender wrestling. It's why WWE doesn't do it, and why AEW doesn't do it either. The two big promotions.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much it bothers me, even though she was just getting him and I was rooting for her. Like, yeah. That just looks like domestic violence to me.
Right. Yep, and it's a very legitimate thought process, and again, it's the big reason why the big promotions don't do it is because they have sponsors who give them a lot of money who wouldn't like this.
Yeah. But for some reason, I wouldn't feel the same way if it was two. Because somehow if it was 2 against 1, I would feel like he was justified. Like he was...
Right.
You know what I mean? He was fighting himself out of an attack.
Right, there was more fight for his life in a way. Yeah.
Funny how our brains are wired that way. You know, like, I absolutely think that women should be able to fight men, and then, you know, like the whole gender in sports things. Like, I think if you're able to compete at that level, more power to you. So I'm surprised at sort of my gut visceral reaction to him kicking her. You know?
Yeah. I mean, in a way, it's I don't want to say surprised, but it's interesting to hear that, considering that obviously we've had a lot more men's matches than women's matches, but we had the last Preacher Standing match where the two women brutalized each other, and you know, obviously it's different. Like this is that was very creepy.
Yeah, well, and I'm noticing that it's certain moves, right? So when he flips her, I don't have a problem. But anything that looks like domestic violence, like kicking, slapping, you know, like that stuff, to me, all of a sudden, it's weird. It pulls a trigger. This whole thing around the neck, not so fun either. But
no, that was disturbing to me.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't it funny how it's interesting how we're wired, you know, or how we're socialized.
Right. But it's on the other side of the coin. That sounds scary with this type of situation, but knowing that she's protected, there's not any legitimate.
Right.
Her safety is still well planned out.
Right.
That makes me less concerned, but
no, of course.
But like you said, just the visceral, the visual thought process of it, and you know, even putting it out there to people, the viewers, is kind of disturbing. But it's I don't know. I always go back and forth with that sort of thing. I mean, I like intergender wrestling because there's a lot of women wrestlers that I truly believe can stand up to a lot of men wrestlers too.
Which is why I think if you're gonna do this, it has to be a match that looks like that.
Yeah, no,
you know that's. But and again, like when he flips her and flings her out of the, I don't have any problem with it. It's the kicking,
right?
You know,
right.
Like that actually doesn't bother me. Right. So weird.
Well, I mean, I think the strikes are more real because that's, like you said, it feels more domestic violence where that stuff that happens.
Yep. Interesting.
Back to the scene of the crime. Pentagon fishes Hitokiri out of the wreckage.
So, the hair too.
The hair pull, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we've got the screamy faces.
The primal yell.
Yeah, the primal yells, which are.
I love it.
Okay, little creeped out by the announcer saying, "I love it, I love it, I love it." I feel like he gets bossed around at home. I feel like we could look in the audience and see people's expressions and know, like, who, you know...
living in a fantasy.
Yeah, who's either not ever getting laid or who gets, like, you know, browbeaten by their wife because they're totally into it. And then the other people are, like, looking a little horrified. It's interesting because a lot of times when you have mismatched men and women, they make the woman the winner.
Yeah.
You know, sort of as a way of it being acceptable.
Right.
I'm not really doing that here, although she did just fling him and then run away. Was she going to jump off? This gives jumping off the top rope a whole new meaning.
Yep.
Wow, look how high she is.
Yeah, this is incredible height.
Wow. Okay. This is impressive no matter what. Holy crapola. Oh my god.
She was all in on that too.
Oh my god. I don't care what anybody says. That takes some huge skill.
Yeah.
Now they're both just dead. Wow.
That one lady was clapping, but she looked scared while
She
doing
was
so.
shaking her head no
Oh, yeah.
and clapping. And some of the guys were like, hell yeah. So now, if she doesn't get up, and neither does he, like, can they still call it for her? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So you'll see the ref, like, he's kind of counting.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like in boxing, like a standing 10 count to get up
Mm-hmm.
if both of them are down. But spoiler alert, no one ever really counts to 10 unless it's like a
Right.
last man standing there.
Right. What are they calling a loser?
I don't think they're saying loser.
You don't? They sounded like they said loser.
I think they're saying lucha.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
You want to talk about believability?
yeah. That was just silly. Okay.
So that move is probably, if you were trying to get someone to like wrestling, that's not the move you should show
No.
them first.
No. Well, that was... It's so funny. Whenever you introduce something, I think it's going to be a different journey than it is. I thought I was going to be all in and be like, hell yeah, go. And instead I was like, ooh, a little bit too uncomfortable for me. So interesting. I think it's important that it look like an even match. I think,
Yeah.
you know, the guy needs to be a little bit smaller and the girl needs to be a little bit bigger for me to be okay with it. And even then, the kicks and punches. Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm very interested to see what we have next. We've made it through almost all of the nachos, so we'll have to have,
Refill.
yeah, either refill or something different. I don't know for the next batch. But anyway,
It'll be a surprise for
it'll
all
be
of
a
us,
surprise.
really.
We'll all be.
Yeah.
We're dying to know. So stay tuned for next week's, so
Correct.
you can see what we're
Yep.
snacking on. It's very important.
Thank you for watching.
Yes. Hi, Brendan's mom. I didn't
Hi,
talk to
Mom.
you that much this time, but I will next time.
Bye.